Yo, I'm good. I look good. Hello, hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I appreciate you coming out tonight.
Yeah, I'm
So,
excited for it.
everyone that's tuning in, this is a Wild Tuna exclusive. We are here live with Hilary Curwen, and she is going to tell us how to get in shape, how to get our Pilates popping, do everything we're supposed to do to make sure we can stay healthy. But first, before we get there, we want to learn about you and understand how you come into this career.
Sure. So I was a gymnast in college, and when I graduated, I decided to get my certificate certified as a personal trainer, and then I moved to LA and was personal training, and then took a Pilates class, and I was like, "Oh, this is the best!" And immediately I was like, I gotta teach this." So I got certified in teaching Pilates, and then just kind of just taught all over town, and then started teaching for myself.
Right, right. So what were you as a gymnast? What was your thing?
So I did all the events.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, I was good. I was good then. I went back to there's a gym here in LA that like adults were, do that used to do, be gymnasts. And so I went and a few years, like 2 years ago, I tried to do anything. I tried to tumble, and it was just the hardest thing ever. It was just like
Yeah.
my body was like, this all hurts so much. Yeah, it
So,
was.
so how long were you a gymnast for? Was it?
Oh, since I was a kid,
Yeah,
like, yeah, my whole life. Yeah, and I like at one point I wanted to go to the Olympics, and then my mom was like, no,
yeah.
no, you're not gonna do
Wasn't doing it.
that. She's also
That's
like, you're not good enough at this point.
that's a big process though. You got to get sponsors and all that crazy stuff, right?
Oh, yeah, and like your body, it's a lot on the body. It's too
Yeah,
much.
yeah. So,
So,
what
yeah.
what made you transition into fitness then, being a coach and teacher?
I was an actress, and I am an actress. I was teaching kids gymnastics like in the summers from college, and when I moved to LA, I was like, I want to have a job that like I enjoy in addition to acting. And
Right,
so it just seemed like the right choice. I was like, oh, I'm a person who loves understanding the body. I love helping people transform and get strong. And so
right,
it just seemed like it was just like an easy, it's like, oh, of course I'm doing that. This was
right.
just like it made sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So you're an actor too. Let's talk about your acting.
Uh, no, it's good. Yeah, no, it's great when you can do it, and when you can't, it's like I don't know, it has its ups and downs.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's like any other career, any other everything has its
Yeah.
ups and
And
downs.
what's fun about it is what I like is being able to do a lot. So like I like that I can act. I like that I can teach Pilates. I like that like I
Right,
can do like have my hand in like many things and it not feel like I am one person. Like I am not this. I'm not limited to just being like this is who I am.
right,
And I think that's like yeah. I
right.
think that's become more normalized, at least here in LA. I feel like more people kind of do a lot.
Yeah,
Um, so
yeah.
it's nice.
That's the place
Yeah.
to be, though. That's the place to be. I love
Yeah.
it. Probably my second favorite place to be.
What's your first favorite place to be?
Um, Miami. Miami has me sold right now.
Oh, is that where you are right now?
No, I'm in Philadelphia right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Miami had me sold only because I only been there a couple times. I've been to LA a lot, but Miami had me sold. The food there, so
So
good.
good. I love Miami. I went for a bachelorette like last year, and I only gone the last time I went was when I was a kid, and I was
Mhm.
like, oh, this place is great. This
Yeah,
is a lot different than what I remember as being a kid.
that's for sure. That's for sure. So let's talk about, your workout routine. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
What are you doing? Because, you're the teacher, but we gotta make sure we trying to keep up with you. You
Yeah.
know?
I love working out. I really love it. Like it is part of it's a priority for me. Like that, it's like makes me who I am. So I go first. So nowadays it's different, right? So since being in, quarantine, pandemic, everything, I go for a full like 50-minute walk every day.
Okay.
Sometimes I'll jog, but I kind of just do whatever I want. If I'm like in the mood to jog, I'll jog. Otherwise, I'll just like walk. And then I teach a live Pilates class, and so that's my workout because I'm teaching that
Right.
virtually. So I do that. And yeah, that's what I do. And Pilates is hard. It's not like you're hanging out like stretching. It's strength-based workout. It's working out. It's a lot of core strength. So it's tiring and awesome. And you get so my body's gotten so strong since I've just been doing it, these virtual classes.
Right. So for somebody who doesn't necessarily like working out, what
Mm,
the go-to workout? Is that like, is that the workout to go to if you don't?
that's a good question. I don't know. I think sure. Um, I don't know. I can't answer that. I think it's worth trying. If you don't like working out, I think it's worth trying it out and seeing if you like it or not.
Yeah.
I can't tell you if you like it. I mean, I love it, but
What makes it different though? What makes that workout? Because I know the concept of it is you're not really lifting any weights. You know,
yeah, you're using bands. So you are using resistance. You're just using like light weights, you like 2 pounders, but bands like resistance bands.
okay,
And body weight. So your work is all based on your core. And like your core is made up of your abs, your lower back, around your hips, your inner thighs, your outer thighs, your right around your glutes. And so that area is like the powerhouse, right? And so it's all
right.
about strengthening that area and finding like a proper alignment in your body. So like for an example, holding a plank, that is a version, like that is something you would do in Pilates.
Okay.
Holding a plank and then moving your leg out to the side of the room and slowly back, and you're using your obliques, just like the side of your abs, to pull the leg in and out. So it's like finding these controlled movements
Yeah.
in when you're like holding a position.
So it's like almost like a more intense yoga.
Yes,
Right.
yes, and much more intense yoga.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I got it because I'm learning because
Yeah, I
I
know a lot of people don't know. A lot of people, yeah, are like, oh, it's like yoga. And I'm like, it's not like yoga, but, but like, if that's something to compare to, if you're like, you got a mat, sure, that it's like yoga.
Right. So going through, because in some cities there was a lot of mass shutdowns, and people weren't able to get to the gym.
Yeah.
So you said you were doing virtual classes now.
Yeah. So, all of since the beginning, since it was shut down for us in March,
Mhm.
everything is virtual. So, like I tell people, like ankle weights, and they've got bands, they've got little pieces of equipment,
Mhm.
and you only need like as much room as like a mat. You don't need much space at all, which is really conducive to like people who live in apartments and
Right.
don't have that much space. Um, and I teach a live class every day, like 4 days a week, and then I have like private clients and people, small group classes that I do virtually as well, and I'm doing it mostly with them.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So is the classes, what is it, an hour class, or how long you?
It's like 50 minutes,
Okay.
50 minutes. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Dope.
Hmm.
Dope. So when you did transition from your being in the gym to virtual class, was that like a hit on, financially, or did
Financially,
yeah,
I think much of a hit. It was, I
mm,
think at the beginning I was just confused because I was like, I don't know what to do.
right,
And then I just quickly was like, all right, this is what I'm doing.
right, got you. So
Yeah.
how do you tell your new, students and clients this? How do you help them stay on track? What are some tips that helps them stay in their workout routine?
I think the biggest thing is like making a schedule for themselves. So if you're like, okay, I want to work out twice a week, then schedule it. Like I have a scheduler system to go to my site, and like you can sign up in advance. So, you do 2 times a week. Cool, great. Put it in, like block out your time, because when it comes down to the time and you're like, oh, I should work out today, but I don't want to. Like I work out all the time. But if you like decided like your Tuesday at 10 a.m., that's just what you're doing every week. Like you just do it. And it's helpful to have like a friend sign up with you, because a friend keeps you accountable, and you can it's just getting a routine. I mean, and I always tell people it's like 2 weeks in. Just
Mhm.
do it like twice a week or 2 weeks, and then it'll start to be a little easier to stay on top of it.
Right.
And once you also notice differences in your body, it's like very easy to continue, because you're like, oh, I look and I feel really good.
Right. Is there any major injuries you can get from, doing Pilates or not?
No, I think what's amazing about it is what I work with is anyone with injuries. So it's like actually amazing for people that have issues, because you've got hip issues or you're in torn ACL, whatever. It's,
Right.
it's the type of work you do that. It was based in rehab. Pilates was started as like a way to rehab the body. And so if I always ask people what their injuries are ahead of time so that I can modify and like give them, you know, ways of doing the exercise if it bothers them in any way.
Right. Got you. Got you. So what about like the dieting? Are you big on dieting and staying on top of that, or do you do your Pilates and eat what you want?
You know what? I have gone through so many phases of this. I have done the fasting, I have like intermittent fast. Right now, I am eating what I want
Okay.
right now. But,
Okay.
and that's, I think, because I'm I'm just I'm letting go. There's like this element of myself that's kind of like lower stress, and I'm kind of just like living in the moment. And
Right.
once I start to get stressed and I start to like control, then yeah, I really am specific on what I'm eating, really clean. But in general, I eat really healthy. So it's not like I'm going like super crazy, but yeah, I'm probably having more sugar than I should right now, drinking more than I should. um, but
You can
yeah,
all cheat, though. We can all cheat every once in a while.
yeah,
And
yeah.
it's the holiday coming up, so you gotta get ready. You gotta prepare yourself
Yeah. I mean, I
for
feel like it'll be different this year for people with holidays. I feel like it's not as, party as it's been in the past and eating as much, It's
yeah,
different. We're not doing a lot of traveling and hanging out with, groups of people all that much right now.
right, right. I think in some cities, because I've been traveling a little bit,
Hmm.
some of these cities they still a little bit open out here. So
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. I can't speak for that because I don't know what it's like over there.
right. So how is it over there in LA? What's going
It's it's people we're masked up and we're eating outside and we're still doing the things, but we're doing it in a way that's different than it was before.
on? Right,
And I'm still, I'm seeing like my group of like 6 to 7 friends and getting tested, every 2 weeks or something.
right.
Um, yeah, we want to protect each other and we want to like have fun. We all want to like go out and party, and it's just finding ways of doing that is not stupid. So
Right, right. Got to be smart about it. That's
yeah.
facts. Facts. So, I mean, other than that, other than, the acting and the super Pilates that I'm about
Hmm.
to do now, what else are
You
you doing?
got it. You have to. It's so
No, I'm
good.
gonna try it. I was looking at some videos. I could do that.
You should do
Do
it. I feel
that.
like guys are so funny about it. They're like, I don't know. And then we
It's
do it, and they're like, oh, this is amazing. And also my stomach looks great now. So
right, right. No, it's kind of like the yoga thing. When you like yoga, it's like I don't know if I can do yoga, but then you hear NFL players use it, and you're like, oh, maybe
yep.
I can do it.
NFL players use Pilates too.
Right.
That's like, yeah, I'm telling you, it's the best. And I've done everything. I've done all the workouts. Pilates is the best.
Right, right. So where can they find you if they want to sign up or they want to check anything out?
Yeah. So my website's laprivatepilates.com. And
Mhm.
then there's a little submission form, and you can ask me, if you're interested, I'll respond back. And also DM me. Here my Insta is at Hilary Curwen. And yeah, and my website has a lot of information about it and some free videos on YouTube if
Right.
you're just interested in checking out some free videos. Yeah.
That's a bet. That's a bet. Well, I'm tuned in. I appreciate you coming
Thank
out.
you.
Enjoy that sunny weather over there in LA.
Yeah.
It's
It's
raining.
cold today. I get to wear a sweater. It's the best.
Oh, what is it? Like 60 degrees? You
It's
call
like it's probably like 70.
Oh.
No, it's like 65. It's like 60.
uh that's the most spoiled thing I done heard.
Oh, I know, and I love it. I'm from New York. I grew up in New York City, so like I feel like I'm allowed
Oh,
because
all right.
like that's where I'm from, and so like
You
I can be
deserve
like, this is
it.
better.
Well, we're definitely gonna be in touch. Um,
Thank
let's
you.
talk to you soon. Enjoy your night.
You
Everybody,
too.
y'all follow her right now. Hit the little button
Yes.
wherever it's at. You know,
Thank you.
but appreciate you. Have a good night. We'll talk to you
Good
soon.
night. Bye.
Bye. All right, all right. Shout out to Hilary Curwen coming out. Wild Tuna exclusive. Make sure y'all tune in. We definitely gonna repost this. Follow us, podcast, YouTube, everywhere. We streaming everywhere, Spotify, iTunes, all that good stuff. So yeah, man, everybody that tuned in, I appreciate y'all. Talk to y'all soon. Be safe.